Drones are more formally known as unmanned aerial vehicles. Essentially, a drone is a flying robot. To you, what is a drone?
A robot, and I do have a drone, if I count my Roomba vacuum.
Have you ever owned a drone or used one before? Why or why not?
Yes, to assist in my cleaning of the house.
What do you think the proper use of a drone should be?
To assist people in whatever tasks they assign it.
How do you think this technology has changed our society?
It's given us more time to do other things. In my case, where I don't have to vacuum, I can be using my time in other ways.
Okay. Do you feel like they should be allowed for everyday use?
Yes.
How do you feel that they can be flown anywhere to get footage and photos?
Well, I think that could be an invasion of privacy. I don't think they should be used in that manner unless it was military for national security, things like that. But not for the paparazzi just trying to get a picture of a celebrity or something.
Sometimes drones are used for negative reasons. What do you believe some positive uses of a drone could be?
Gathering information, intelligence for the military, everyday use, obviously, the cleaning, the vacuuming, probably security for your own property.
Do you think drones must be registered, or should the owner have the freedom to do what they wish?
Well, you always run into the problem of people abusing anything. So that's where you get into the registration. But then you only get legally abiding citizens registering anyway, and anyone who's going to use it for illegal purposes will not register it, just like the guns. So I would say no, they don't need to be registered. But if you are found out to be abusing a drone, then you should not own one.
Okay. Recently, the Army has started using them to help in combat. Do you think this is a good use of technology?
Yes, if it saves human lives.
Sometimes drones have even led to fatality because of this. Do you believe they should be considered a weapon and need a license to own one, or should it still be considered a recreational device?
Fatalities in the private sector or in military?
In military.
Well, in war, you are going to have fatalities. I think if it still outweighs, the good outweighs the bad, then it's okay to use it.
Since drones can openly fly around, our skies are no longer clear and they obstruct from nature. How do you feel about this?
Well, that goes back to abusing the power. If you're going to be flying your drone over private people's property, and interfering with their enjoyment of the nature if they're outside, and then you shouldn't be able to do it.
Okay. Since drones are technology, they have the capability to be hacked and taken over. Since they are used for military use and this could happen, do you think it's smart to continue using them even if the opposer can take them over and use them against us?
Well, if we're not smart enough to stop hackers, then no, they shouldn't be using drones in the first place. But if they're smart enough to build this technology and program it, I think they can build firewalls that can stop people from hacking into it. or have a fail-safe where if someone does hack into it, it detonates or something.
Do you think people should be required to take classes on how to use them and fix technical issues?
I think if you're building them in the first place, you probably could teach that class. So I think they're constantly learning. But yes, if you are going to be in the private sector and own one of these things, you need to be trained on how to take care of it and manage it.
Okay. Should there be restricted time frames for drone use?
No, I think that goes back to just common sense. I mean, if it's in the private sector, you're not going to be flying a drone over somebody's house in the middle of the night unless it's for nefarious reasons. But if you're military, you're going to want to use it in the middle of the night. So,
okay. Thank you for participating. Do you have anything else you would like to add?
no.